Today we can talk to two senior personalities them. And like I say, well, to God be the glory. As a producer of this program, I try to call somebody from one top side. And I think it's an opportunity. I will make then two people we are meet today. They are two senior colleagues, two senior people in way I would say they admire senior people. And a good lesson of food in between them for like we able to discuss national issue. One can discuss about so many issues as long as together those making sure we didn't move forward and now we're able to move this country from which side is right now. So on my immediate left, I get my brother going to introduce himself. Say Cowboy and welcome to viewers and listeners, sir.
Hello everyone, I'm Myk. Myk Berewa, commonly known as Myk. I work with the Office of the President, the Director of Communications, State House.
Okay, thank you. Yes, my other brother on the right.
Thank you very much, DJ Bass. I'm delighted for you on the show. I'm Minkailu Koroma. I'm a political analyst and a social commentator. I'm a senior member of the All People's Congress Party.
Okay. Again, as you said, maybe I don't make you and my brother meet. We are young people. You ever meet Myk?
No, I don't follow Myk for a while. I mean, I'm personally interested in politics.
Okay.
Following comments even before your appointment. I see interested to follow politics back home. He support the current president. Till to your appointment. I don't follow him for a while, but today, now the very first time for me to meet in person, it's an opportunity. I'm glad for me time.
God bless. Myk.
It's also a pleasure. You're a great guy. I don't watch your analysis them a lot. And it's amazing that we young people will decide for Sailor take the helm of affairs now.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of friends in the APC on the side. Well, very good friends, liberal friends. We want this country for better.
Okay.
I feel say we say no more we get arguments now would have lead. But the best things we Minkailu want for this country are the best things I want. The best things we want for picking them and family are the best things myself want for. So it's always a pleasure, Minkailu. I'm thrilled and honored to sit with you on this panel.
Thank you.
And it's a blessing for me able to make and meet wonderful people, you know. But anyway, let's go back. Myk, wouldn't you work, you say, for communication side, wouldn't you work really?
So, I'm the Director of Communications, Office of the President. What do? I direct the communications when they come out from State House.
Okay.
So basically, they focus a lot on how we can make communication become very accessible and very easy to people.
Okay.
So if you watch a lot of graphics where they come out from State House now, like tried before, it was not like that. Now they get a lot of graphics, a lot of short videos,
okay,
a lot of trails, a lot of reels where they come out. And we don't see, say, Sierra Leone now. The whole world, not only Sierra Leone, now it's getting digital.
Okay.
Everything, everybody on his phone. People they wake in the morning, 4 o'clock, when they pray, the first thing when they go on their phone, check them Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, look. So we feel say we are reaching out a lot to people. So that is what I focus on mainly at State House. Then I coordinate how communication flows they go, and then waiting for them. Make sure say, waiting the president they do, and the Sierra Leonean people them.
How people not go take, doctor on the information like how don't they say in videos or audios. I want to make sure so they're able the right information meet people and a platform where anybody go and no say yes than social media. Now you know, it's powerful. TikTok people get wild and go caricature things. How as a communication, department we want to make sure say. The true information the people get from this channel than maybe doctored information.
Well, for doctor information, that don't go done. Like even White House information in the doctorum, right? But we try as much as we can. Like we put water seals on we products and where they come out. We'll make sure say, if you want, we always tell people, if you want to get the most reliable information, the most authoritative information, but this country, follow the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, where now they get the paramount and utmost responsibility for that. Then follow State House Communications. We they focus more on the presidency because now the ceremony ahead of this country. But the broader spectrum, the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, of which the minister now is doing an amazing work. So in context, what we're trying to do for make sure say information is accessible to people. If na TikTok today, you go know what president they do.
Okay.
If na Instagram you dey, you go know what president. Na Facebook you dey, you go know what president they do. If you na newspapers that you like for read, you go know what president they do. So, in essence, what we do, if you look at we graphics them and look at we videos them, we HDs them where they come up from State House.
Yeah.
They are unique. They are different.
Okay.
Right? So you go able to tell like the soundtrack within the background. You're able to tell from water seals. You're able to tell from little details them and also say this is different from counterfeit.
Okay. And not even a department also there for information that can come out for press releases.
Well, the press secretary is responsible for press releases where they come out directly.
All you have to do with information coming out.
Yes.
I don't know if people don't complain or tell about sometimes making mistakes on dates or maybe in certain things them. When I can go over them before when I publish them out.
No, well, not if you watch. That's not they happen much of again.
But
Errors, these are it will happen.
Okay.
Yeah, it can happen anywhere.
Right.
It can happen even White House communications can get error.
Okay.
CNN self can do something and come back and say. So it's human error. I mean, whatever way you look at them, but we are open to learn. Having people like you, having other people around, we will call and say, hey, there's some error on this mistake and this.
Yeah.
But the essence here is for make sure say people get information.
Right.
People know what the president they do. Now we have what we call president bills daily. On a daily basis, if you follow the directorates of communications, State House communications, you know what the president is doing on a daily basis. Weekly, we got to podcast them where they come out, where they know what the president do for the week. If any sub president they travel go, we go make sure say people know. We want to be proactive. Now we get speed because we don't want people to tell our story.
Okay.
If we don't tell them on time, based what's going to happen, they are going to tell it. And when they tell them, then they tell them in the narratives what they want then the audience hearing.
Okay. All right. Another question again before I come to we brother Minkailu. Same before now we be no say, I mean President B.O.B. they call people in like the whole year call journalists them ask like a town hall, I mean meeting other than this weekly press briefing I do. We don't see past years a non-pass way. I mean dinner normally they all with journalists them. Why then not they happen again? So it could be an opportunity for all journalists. Like idea up, we compare White House, then let's go back to that kind of stuff.
Well, why is the president they call journalists them? President, maybe probably the engagement can change.
Okay.
Like in a sense, how timely go the needs can arise. You get a lot of other
For
pressure.
ask questions, we change, for change.
Yeah, but you
So
get
that could be an opportunity for ask the president certain questions.
yeah, but you get other pressure groups involved. So we want to see president. President's now the one man where everybody want to see. Yeah, but me and you are going to agree say president's not a lover for journalists. Presidents don't come.
So why don't they stop now? They ask why that pattern day of having a whole town meet with journalists and
well,
then
enough stop. Say,
But now on a dinner, what they
say,
see?
you know, enough stop because presidents still get 4 more years to go.
Okay.
Right? Maybe from here we will continue for Duam.
Okay.
Like, but I just
you
want
gotta
to
show
say,
people
say,
them because this get for play this.
yes, I
back
go
home.
show people. Say, we engagement. with
Every year
journalism.
we sit down day. Or
Yeah,
is it
but-
that when president can just come into authority, then you see the one mix with the people after that, they don't get the people in time again?
No, it's not President Bill.
Okay.
President Bill cares. He don't manifest in many ways.
All right.
Say he believe in free media.
Okay.
You don't see say we rating, we international rating, we has to do free media. It don't come up. Freedom
Okay.
of speech in this country don't come up.
All right.
You look at how media poverty be there, and not say not there again, but it don't come up with president being supportive to the media.
Okay.
You don't see how expunge the criminal libel law, where na be a law where politicians them they use for strangulate people them where they talk. So you look at it's not about just meeting a group of journalists. You also look at what thing this president they do for the media in a landscape,
Okay.
in a bigger picture, and without an argument, you will agree with me. Say President Bill don't make strides in the media,
All right.
because the MCC report we come out and one of against them they make the transparency report, report from doctors. Not doctors, Reporters Without Border. Then report to them pool indicate something.
Okay.
One of the gains them they make. So meeting with
Journalists.
journalists them in person one-on-one, you can meet in different ways, right? So you have a look at them.
And how we do while we meet the public with
Okay,
it.
I know you're
By the way,
gonna-
you
I'm
mentioned
looking.
about the MCC, which is very important, you know. Sometimes we get the chief minister right there, and this is me on take, we discuss issues maybe as a communication person and as a civilian also.
Right.
We don't see, well, media looks like this MCC look like you don't all win our votes because now I interviewed the chief minister, he said we need that money there. And you said go with me before the elections will be area, but that I believe say, I been hopefully we get that money to go help in so many things. We now don't get lights problem where you say go with me say, I mean, I don't think we don't go back to the movement from where President Bill take over the lights business side or reverse so this being said. I will not see that part of that money there go help in that day. So what you gonna say about the MCC thing as a whole?
Well, at the end of the day, we don't play our own part. We don't do our own homework because a lot of people don't try to understand first how MCC, what's this whole MCC day about. Okay. MCC, they give money out to countries that want to develop in countries. Yeah. Then they set benchmarks, then we meet them benchmarks. Then you are entitled to certain threshold or certain grants within the queue. So one of the things, in fact, where me and you, they talk about MCC here, whether they give money or not give money, it's kudos for you say this administration they work. Because the benchmarks the way MCC sets, we meet the benchmarks. We don't pass them. Out of 20 indicators, I think about 11 now pass, right? We don't meet them benchmarks. Now, what's in the store that, now because of, after the elections, there is a lot of controversies with every elections. So at the end of the day, then just want, let we meet as a people and as a country, make we decide, peace among ourselves, moving forward, then and go.
All right. So, I mean, just to ask you this question, maybe as a communication person, you just click on that, the MCC. Now, we don't say maybe connected with the tripartite resolutions, though, then go make so. One, you mentioned, so we don't almost get 11 out of 20, which is good. So how this don't contangle, because a lot of people they get with the question that because of the elections, problem B, that make this tripartite thing come in, it also attached to this MCC money for come out. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, it's all what me I would say, President Bio as a president will mean good for this country.
Yeah.
I mean, elections are contentious everywhere in the world. As I sit down here to talk to you, America then still gets the whether they fight with.
Yeah.
Donald Trump say they get a hashtag where they call stop the steal. They still believe they win elections. They still get courts then they drag. 20, and I think 2012, SLPP back we say the rogue because then comes to the whole around the streets and all that things, they'll go police and so elections are always contentious. But me on take here is my brother back then I believe say if we're able to move forward as a country because at the end of the day elections get period. We done we move as a country. This money when I MCC money, not to Ghana must go then they put on and can't give President Bio, they left an office. Not to check then the rights and can't give. It's basically on waiting one for those energy. Purely. So at the end of the day, let's even say you lost elections, you don't win elections, you know APC, you know SLPP, you know PDP, you know this. Where electricity come out of this country, they benefit we all.
You're right.
It benefits we all. So I don't feel say anybody were forward thinking, we're nationalistic, we're patriotic, we want this country go before. Go pray God for we not get that money. Go put bench marks or go put hurdles for no get the money. We need the money. Nobody not going to say that's a grant, that's not a loan. We need them for we energy sector. Boom. Best me you just before the show, me, you and Minkailu just to talk about. Say it's disappointing that at age of time like this, 2023, we're still talking about electricity. We're still talking about blackouts. 2024.
Exactly.
We're still talking about that.
Yeah, right.
These are basic necessities. If we want our country to move ahead, if we want to grow, electricity for be a past.
Of course.
This is something where for be a past. Even successful governments and for not set to that. No.
Right.
That is not something we have to come and start from again. You don't get what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why when you look at President Bio don't do so much on electricity. I have the statistics here. When I took office base, the first thing I did before I became very vocal, I tried to look at all the ministries, them what thing they don't do. So I engage every ministers and every directors in the ministries and so I did. I don't know if you may see something. I did something on 5 years of President Bio on energy. I still get that statistics now. You look at energy access to energy. It don't grow. That is
but we still get problems inside the city.
Yes,
which is a big problem.
Because this is it. The city don't big. Try years back, Now about 100.
But we for the go with the flow, Mike.
Well, yes.
We for the go with the flow.
So,
more infrastructure, development, taking people to other places, maybe just getting them in free and congested. This is another issue. Maybe getting another city.
Right.
You know?
So those challenges, I totally agree with you. So for the go with the flow, those challenges takes everyone. We all responsible.
And then for the go back with water, back alone, not forget to.
Exactly.
Water, roads, planning, mosque, church, schools, recreational. You see them saying, because you don't know the part of the world.
I totally get it.
You know?
It's slow.
Yeah.
Right? It's not, one thing I want to make very clear here. I want to reiterate what the Chief Minister talk. Say, it's not like we are not making efforts. It's not like we are not making baby steps. It's not like we're sitting and folding our hands, no, they do nothing. Think they just go behind. It's because if we not reach we target, say, that no means we not do anything. That's my point I want to
maybe
understand.
people in the field down there.
Yes, people are not.
They say dry dog sweets, but what's in the dog go eat the
Yes, people
dry.
are not, people are not going to feel them.
You know?
That's why me and you get a responsibility.
You're right. Anyway, we can't to me. But lastly, again, I know I left that side about the tripartite when me thinks in the with man and not all we now. To some extent, maybe, well, some people won't say it. We not think so maybe then Western world people are like then they do them here for the people. Because to me, the Sierra Leoneans are suffering than something the big one and self we then think say then for get this money for meet the people. I don't know if you understood that.
Yeah, I totally agree.
You know?
That's why we have to be sincere with ourselves. Because even within the tripartite, back when you look at communication, there's a huge communication gap and misinformation.
So that's a big problem also.
It's a huge problem.
You know?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because if you take a look at certain people from the APC aisle, you get some people that we relate, not even APC, you get people that are across other party, who I believe said there's going to be a rerun of elections.
We don't know that, I believe.
We don't know. Yeah, you know that say it's not possible, right? But you have people who believe in that, right? You have people right now. You see them they attack the American ambassador just because it's
maybe if the thing that happen practically go kill them people at their own spiritual meditation. Say then it won't go happen that the tripartite things and the resolutions and the work. So maybe people look about there. We don't need for things say. I mean because we are moving.
No, that way you start from the basis.
Well, I left it. Minkailu, we don't discuss a lot of issues like I say, as Sierra Leoneans and do the APC, but these are the issues. What do you think?
Yeah, on what we discuss a lot of issues. You and Mike engage on a lot of issues.
Yeah.
I'll take notes on most of them.
Okay.
We are going to respond to accordingly.
Okay.
But we say waiting and me take generally on what you don't talk
Well,
or
go
you
on
want
some of the
for
issues then.
specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I will commence with the very first one I start for take note on. He talk about the expunging of Part 5 of the Public Order Act. That is a criminal libel law.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a very good thing because we know during the time of Pakaba, a lot of journalists and they will be suffer some incarceration. He continued to harness in time, try to remove the seditious libel law from we lost them, but to not be able to succeed. I know they always play the advocacy from Omar Fofana as president, take on to Kelvin Lewis also, and take to the monk. But at the end of the day, we'll not be able to get him for the expunge. Finally, President Bio succeed for get him out of laws.
Okay.
Yaman Suare as Minister of Information, they make a presentation to Parliament, he follow on to a logical conclusion. We didn't get forget that they are. However, he also gets his own bottleneck because as far as me concerned, as somebody who is very much interested in the media, we don't follow, closely. We replace her with what I go refer to the cyber crime law. Yes.
Okay.
To a very large extent, most of the things the way journalists challenges the way journalists them be they face, way them be they arrest them, they detain them. We've been doing at the criminal libel law. We also they say under the cybercrime law.
You don't think again we as journalists will be responsible?
No, at the candy.
Yeah.
Me no say there is freedom of expression. Chapter 3 of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6, very clear as to waiting our fundamental rights them and freedom of expression are one.
Okay.
But this right there also they go with responsibility.
Exactly.
You know mean because you get it right and day you go just sit down in a corner, write something defamatory about somebody or make an expression way not correct.
Exactly.
You know go down well and you go face the full force of the law.
Correct.
But we don't see the first victim of the seditious libel or the cybercrime law now, Kemosisi.
Okay.
During the height of the electoral period, when APC be the campaign, SLPP serve the campaign, all man they make statements now various places. Kema was in Port Locker, he makes some statement where CID column, then charge her with what I go say cyber bullying.
Okay.
Yeah. appear court 1 or 2 terms, they acquit and discharge them.
Okay.
Because there were no proper grounds for that particular charge.
All right.
We don't see journalist Electoral at some point. He makes some statement regarding the former Chief Minister, Professor David Francis.
Okay.
Was here in castigation. So for me, they look at the seditious libel law is being adequately replaced by the cybercrime law. Yeah, we need for continue for addressing things and they also they make progress. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
My brother also talk about reports and rating. He talk about the MCC. That Sierra Leone don't make improvement on a lot of areas. Because for the MCC, then get for look at human rights, then get for look at corruption, then get for look at education, then get for look at boku indications. Yeah, before ever you able to secure that compactly. But more often than not, you know, the kind way how they see them report then they DJ base, they report them and they write them in such a way that the narrative then they're actually beautiful, persuasive, reflective on the ground.
Okay.
For me, the commissioner, na ACC, Ben Kelfala, very young guy, a good friend of mine, who don't interact, you know, from Frabe College to even after university. Some of them be a bit senior for we, but we interact, and most of those ministers, they do a very good job, but corruption, he also they at an alarming rate.
All right.
And they say so because you not only get for do with people at top offices, for let people then be at that lower level, make you buy something at a price where you go sell, for make alarming increments and make the final consumer suffer. That they say being a corruption. What they say across the board. And I think the government will continue for put measures in place for fight corruption. Because for let country go before, if we know able to get corruption under control, country know they go before. What they see on daylight, also people in authority, so forget about top officials, be it traffic police, traffic warden, then checkpoint there. You go come, you go see this motorcar come pass when I public vehicle, public transport. Then the other one come, they see the old man come down with the check one after the other. Would they see government
and it's
bus?
Still happening.
And as the same passengers in the day inside. Would they see government bus come, they allow for pass. You see Sierra Star, Milan, or Abes come, they say no one at Tima play old man go down. But now the same people and the same Sierra Leoneans. They go inside, and so the level of corruption is still there at an increase. So a very large extent. I don't see the money the way ACC don't recover because some of them, Ben Kelfala, they put them practically for loan and see. They tell on waiting government don't recover, and then negotiations and also where the law don't make provisions now say not to everything that they try for. Some corruption they when they talk on a table as soon as they will pay back.
You support that?
To a very large extent, yes, I support that because you see. We don't see cases in our court. We don't do it from time immemorial. They still did it. We're not able to get.
We're not thinking that in cases the way maybe the political party get interest and then we say, okay, you pay the money then. Maybe.
No, enough for be so. At the camp day, yeah, enough. The justice not for be sentimental. Justice for affect everybody positively. There should be equality before the law. You know me say because me na Minkailu Koroma and you na DJ base if you na me party in a power APC or Myk Berewa. Therefore, give me too much preference to the other person.
Maybe I know I'm cut you, but I just want to connect this to the Commission of Inquiry about justice. So now you take about.
I understand. Yeah, I'm coming back. Now, the Commission of Inquiry, what's informal, now government transition team report, the GTT. Some of we been frowned at Dandy, and not only the first time this follow get transition at this transition report. Yeah, we see we will be the transit from Pakabato and Eskroma. There were, you know, a lot of reports. There were some inquiries. Yeah, we see waiting and talk about Kanja Sisewe, be the Naxa. We see waiting and talk about other ministers and Alpha Uri. We've been the education, the Sababu education project. But at the end of the day, Ernest Koroma does some of them things and they address and left them go. Nobody not run court for say them been the run court like how most of the people in our APC. Today, and justice must not be delayed. From 2018, where we get this transition team report, then later we get the commissions of inquiry, we get the report them out, the 3 commissions, we get the government's white paper, some of the recommendations the way they make, government say no, this will they dismiss and this will they accept them. You understand? The way we say them for ban people them for participate in politics. Government say no, this will not they take them, this will they take them. But at the end of the day, for letting people then they run court, today they not acquit and discharge it. The one they wait for discharge and the one they wait for convict. If they're guilty, as established by law, then convicts them. Now a very serious problem for them because most of them people there are people who are interested for run for flag bearer. Now people who want to be president.
All right.
So I think say then cases and they all the law for look into them, try for acquit and discharge and then self go get the opportunity for compete.
Okay.
Like any one of we.
All right.
Maybe me say go wake up one morning and I decide for run for flag bearer and APC.
Okay.
I don't want to let them think say I don't advantage them.
Okay.
Here they self get equal opportunity for run.
All right.
The law no bad, but let it be, you know, a law will go benefit everybody.
Okay.
If you say out of court settlement day, some of them COI cases then they let it be out of court settlement.
All right.
Then if you apply for that day.
Okay.
You ask a question, what is stalling the money? What's in the stall the money for the MCC? Yeah, my brother say now because of one or two reasons, including the political impasse. We all know say we've been get the Bintumani agreement for national unity. We give 8 resolutions.
Okay.
One part of the resolutions then are resolution 3, we born the tripartite committee. We all know we now some of the people in this we don't try as best as we can, not for prejudice, the outcome of the tripartite committee, especially the recommendations.
Okay.
But the hopes we don't raise, the people their hopes and aspirations, they're high about a year on. And recently I see the American ambassador go now 19.1 and saying they're not being contemplate that day.
Okay.
Even the terms of reference of the tripartite committee in a public document. They're not talking about rerun day.
Okay.
And today, I grant an interview this morning, and I talk say, let nobody not antagonize the American ambassador. And besides, some people they suggest say why APC leadership not do a letter for debunk. Now I say, what do you mean by debunk? If that person they go talk, we get diplomatic relationship. These are diplomats, they are international partners. We for maintain a very sound relationship with them.
Correct.
If you express an opinion on a certain issue, there is no need for law we go begin to debunk. Let us wait until the tripartite committee completes their recommendations.
Exactly.
There are many things the tripartite committee go do.
Exactly.
Because we all know how the election take place in this country. We all know the challenges that will happen.
Yeah.
And we all know what's in the provision of the law.
Okay.
If the law say, they refer to the Public Elections Act of 2022, it say we for tally and certify the result at district level.
Yeah.
We for do the same thing at regional level. Before ever we transmit them to national level,
Okay.
we say then go do the announcement to not do that day. But good things that happen at the election, even within the electoral calendar, we make World Bank, it work out.
Okay.
I still dey in possession of a letter where World Bank they write to Dennis Van as Minister of Finance and tell and say the midterm census not visible.
Okay.
It not meets the technical requirements, it not meet the threshold for law getter, and the finances not there for doing.
All right.
They say if we say we continue for doing, then go work, and then withdraw from that day.
Okay.
We'll see what the European Union say. But all of that, now things that are leading to the elections, so we as opposition, some of who been they express the views and say, now we for tackle most of them things here.
Okay.
We'll see the civil registration. We say for register everybody in the country.
Right.
I like now procure them born today, so then they register. After that, we all know what happen, how them figures and they go. And we all know the assessments. We know what lead to the midterm census. Even the election registration process exercise will take place in this country. Me monitor.
Okay.
I go na Moribata, na Bonth. I go na various other tongue then. I go Pujong, I go Bo, I go Kenema, who me born and grow.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
I go Tonkolili, who I can register and vote.
Okay. All that need to happen, Minkailu. The tripartite now.
Waiting lead we to we getting controversies. Because my brother say one thing we make we not get the MCC money now because we get some controversies, electoral controversies where we deeper address.
Okay.
I agree.
Which one in Nandi?
That now what the APC say we not agree say SLPP win the election.
Okay.
And we'll state reasons then why. We'll say we want the disaggregated data, the result. Even before they go into the elections, we ask say we want the disaggregated voter register. If you mean register in a constituency 052 ward 175,
Yeah.
I want to know all the one that we register there so that I go no say na they wire for vote.
Okay.
They not give you this disaggregated data.
All right.
I took a mini stadium na free turn I will do last rally campaign. Me na one post we hold the mic. We talk say we know they go into any election if we not get the disaggregated data. Because we not go into the election after that to begin complain. But the disaggregated
But when I go inside the
data-
election,
yeah.
they wanna begin
Now, I mean,
complain.
your opinion at the
Okay.
express.
You're
If
right.
you mean I be
Okay.
leader of the APC, last
So now,
say
don't cross all land the tripartite moving forward because, again, this is a big platform. You think, say, maybe a lot of people believe and they listen to you.
Sure.
You think, say, there is a need for rerun or a possible, so people will get that from a senior person like you?
no, anything can happen. Like I say, we get beaucoup things that will complain.
You think there'll be a rerun?
Anything. I cannot talk about a rerun.
Okay.
It is not in my position to say.
Okay.
I may not be in the Tripartite Committee.
Okay.
The Tripartite Committee get beaucoup things to address.
But they must educate now about waiting in the past.
Now the Tripartite Committee gets a membership.
Okay.
Dr. Kalfala Mara is the chairman.
All right.
Dr. Gaima from the SLPP is another co-chairman.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
Me, as far as me concerned, when you take a look at the how we call it, the terms of reference, the terms of reference of the Tripartite Committee.
Yeah.
The Tripartite Committee for address electoral systems and processes. If we embark on serious reforms, if we make sure say always thing will not happen, we go wrong, we make we get electoral controversy, it not happen again.
You think say visible now take into consideration the timeline?
I'm not saying visible if they do a good work and make better recommendations.
Well, thank you.
So aside the rerun, where people learn, everybody focus on a rerun. Even if it not happen, beaucoup things and they will the Tripartite Committee go address.
Exactly.
So that it will prevent a reoccurrence of what will not happen.
Exactly.
So the focus should not be only on a rerun, rerun.
Exactly.
That is the position
so
I want to.
And don't put into,
of course, we want to see the recommendation.
All right.
If they recommend, say, this election, it not been go fine, law do and back or law get fresh election, so be it.
Right.
But for accept the recommendations we get for camp, and we for implement them, because again, in the TOR, they say the recommendation will be actionable and implementable. And it will be informed by report them of other international observers.
Okay.
We know what the EU say, we know what the Qatar Center say, we even know what the we own local national elections watch say.
Right.
So long we patient. Now this time for me APC people. Nobody know for antagonize the ambassador, the US ambassador. No, we don't suffer. This is not the fight again. Now make a dismiss one rumor. They say Dr. Gaima don't refuse for sign the recommendation. That's a bull. They might not even reach it to a process to sign them for sign recommendations.
All right. Okay.
As far as me know, when we reach that side base, it is going to be a ceremonial process.
They all get together.
Yeah, and then in the full view of the camera, we say then go sign the exchange.
They could see me happen to money. All right. Thank you very much, Minkailu. Yes, Mike.
So I just want to throw light on a few things a moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Brother make mention.
After this, we change the topic here.
Okay. My brother is a very learned man. For me, even say a question the MCC report when I authoritative international independent report.
Okay.
That not for coming from Minkailu.
All right.
Because fact does not cease to exist because it's denied. Yeah? We all know say the same MCC report, the same MCC, other people that they say, but they're not giving the money. You don't get to tell me. MCC is an independent institution, not to SLPP institution.
Okay.
The one where they work there, not to party people then. America get embassy naya, America get USAID naya, America get huge infrastructure, human personnel in this country. Right. Where they go out anywhere to go get the data, then get it. Yeah. So my brother saying the report is it's not reflective of within the performance. My brother, would I argue say we have not made gains on education? Would I argue that? Even though there are bottlenecks and the things best, I just want to let people know. Let my brother also know. Yeah. Yeah. If you reflect back to America, when Obama came with the Obamacare, the affordable health care, yeah, with all the infrastructure where America gets, the first day with they launch them, it crash. The Republicans, they don't try to repeal them over 90 times. It's not perfect. It's not. Okay. It's not going to be perfect now. The same way when they bring the social security system in America. Now it's perfect. After years, decades of years. Okay. So what I'm saying here is, you're not going to say we are not making gains on corruption. I agree with you, corruption still there. It's still stifling a lot of progress in this country. Yeah. Yeah. But one of the things that when me and you agree about, the awareness, don't they? It's not fancy anymore. If my one thief self now base, the members, let it not catch me.
Or they put on a video.
Video become technology and everything we don't come. The awareness not there. So that is a gain. That is a plus. So if you say Ben like
the education part of it.
The education part.
The awareness is in.
And in fact, one of the things we make mention what I agree with is, I agree with them where you ask them, say, certain fines them, some punitive measures then they them for bagging them. Because the thing also we need to understand here is, if you do a SWOT analysis na AYV here, you go agree with me say, you get some stuff in a AYV here where certain things that when they do, they don't know say a wrong safe.
You're right. And things are the right thing.
They don't know say a wrong safe. Then also, you get institutions in this country. Let's say you have to follow procurement procedures. You have to follow, if you want to advertise something like this,
If you do.
But if the person not get the training, the background, the tools for do that, they use shortcut because they want to get them done. Still a corruption.
Of course.
So if SEC is coming in, SEC also get preventive measures the more than they take.
Right.
They also train people. Say, okay, you can ask somebody, and the person say, you say, "Pa, no be no, say that's what for do." They not be trained. They will not get gold standards. They move for follow.
Yeah.
SEC they can and train you. Then what you do next thing now, then bring punitive measures.
Okay.
So I don't want to let my brother see that. Then the second thing my brother talk about the census, the World Bank census, the World Bank plan. No, World Bank did not pull. World Bank redirected their funds, the money. Because at the end of the day, I think certain things them day when one law we do, the time not be day enough. Okay. And statistics really wanted to go ahead with that. Me, you go agree now as a census good for this country. Hey, good. Minkailu, census good.
Maybe not the way all do I get issue with. Formations didn't capture everybody.
The issue always our APC brother the number.
Okay.
You know, and I understand. It's like in opposition, you always have to find. We saw how APCM stalls and party leaders and they go out to tell them, farm with them, say, let them know register. Them.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, we're done.
They don't register. And the same people that have Boko, they don't register. But that census they use. We went to the elections. They lost elections back. You don't register, I expect for vote.
Okay.
You lost elections, then again back, and they say the elections was not fair. But we have rules in this country. This country is a country of laws.
Take them to court.
Thank you. That's just what I want to say. Yeah. 7 days be there following that.
So of course that now most people say the problem then the tripartite moving forward.
So right.
Bringing
so
the APC money and also bringing that
even the tripartite. It's all about this. Let me read for public consumption.
Okay.
Let me read what's in the tripartite in simple mandate.
All right.
After this whole thing, President Biya was very gracious.
Okay.
During when they addressed Parliament, he said a national electoral system review committee will be established to assess planning and management of the 2023 electoral cycle. The committee objectives will be twofold: to review the prevailing legal framework, related institutional and operational arrangements, and local and international observers' missions report.
Okay.
Review. Then it said to propose key reforms for institutionalizing a recommendation to enhance the operation of the entire electoral architecture in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
You know, say our elections since to get it, we're not better. With democracy fragile. There's a lot of things that we need for get right. So president decides, say, let everybody come, APC, SLPP, international.
So that committee they be still the vice president head or so?
Yes, but later at the end of the day, because of all the things, he backed off, right?
Okay.
At the end of the day, he backed off. Now you get people them way, na APC leadership na head. You get SLPP leadership na co-head.
Okay.
Then you get the international partners that were also there.
Okay.
So all what the international committee want, they want to come together as one.
All right.
Right? The tripartite committee don't have a mandate on for look whether this election is free or fair. They don't get a mandate there. It's not legislative. You get to tell me they're not a legislative committee. The mandates we then get now for look at what's it happen. Why make ballot boxes then they go now?
Correct the problems then.
Yes, now stations late. Why make how tally systems go there? Or for make and digital because still we have not got it right.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So I just want, let me brother, I'm glad you will make mention. He's a very decent individual.
Yeah.
I'm glad you will make mention, say, attacking diplomats who are our friends, it's not called for. It's on Sierra Leonean.
Of course.
Right? You're not going to attack diplomats, but putting in the diplomats and don't talk. The same American ambassador, but putting in the way where don't talk against we. You never hear people in the commodity attacker, right? I don't go put them on APC.
All right, it's okay.
But it's good for let APC they denounce it in there. You understand what I'm saying? If SLPP denounce them, it's good like APC pull a press release and denounce them.
We don't get much time to talk about that. Now, let's go to another issue now. We understand these toll gates, they don't sign up for almost 27 years, the past governments, and one of the things that we this president be the campaign on have been the price, the suffering, and all that kind of stuff. So with suicide don't go say all of a sudden recently the CRG then said they increase and we get a boarding on any other stuff. What do you think about that and which economic benefit and sufferness it gets on both sides? And the 15th will overstand, say, if I come on Wednesday.
Anything where they add suffering on the people of Sierra Leone, I don't support it.
Okay.
Yeah, I also think, say, we also get a problem on we on side. I think, say, we are not communicating.
Who are the we?
We, as government.
Okay.
Right?
Thank
I will
you.
take responsibility, say, maybe we're not communicating well
all right.
to people. But me and
one of your role also?
Yes, when I want my own role centered more around the presidency.
Okay.
Yeah, well, another cast blames on the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. They are doing work. Even Ministry of Works. Everyone has a role to play. Even when I say for a journalist, them get a role to play.
Correct.
People out there, we all
Civil
get
society.
a role to play. Civil society gets a role to play. And I feel, say, we've been lacking in that, or we have not done much for communicate to the people. The reason why, because, every year things go up. Every year, like every country.
It's every month.
Yeah, things go up.
Yeah.
You know, the toll gets stuff in America, 1 year can way past, then they add that.
Of course.
Yeah. So, but I feel say the problem where they is, we they left too much gap to the people for inform them say, now this make with the ISAM. Now the reason this make why we want ISAM. Now this benefit it go bring to this country.
Exactly.
Now this benefit it go bring
now
to
this
you.
money will be done collect.
Now this money will be done collect and this. And I think we've been lacking and we've not done much on that.
Correct.
Yeah. What you know, mommy go tell you, I see the Minister of Works now is doing that engagement. They don't go upline now, try for engage stakeholders on that. Try for explain to them why the increase, the importance of it, the direct benefits to Sierra Leone, and our people as a whole.
Okay. Minkailu, you take on that?
Yeah, thank you. But before I go to Dande, I need for response to a few
quickly,
things.
stay on one issue.
I want to let me brother know say, not to like per se at the question the MCC report. I not state say at the questioner. I say most of them report
questionable.
No, I say most of them report them. Some of the things the way the states they mean I Sierra Leone media. Nobody know me for can't tell me what in the happen.
Okay.
I dey travel, I dey go upline, I dey go to my village, I dey buy every day. In fact, most time I making go market.
Okay.
I know how things then they happen.
Yeah.
So most of the things that we can do now, some of them report and they make her for life fine, but not also they happen on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, na Salome Day. You talk about certain things that even the Obamacare, the free healthcare now. I agree, yeah. The free quality education, let's start with the APC almost run a semblance of a free quality education. Gal picking away be at the sciences, even when me been there for a big college to a very large extent towards the end of my academic year. Let's say from where UNESCO might take over, around where Dr. Bana be Minister of Education, around 2009, 2008 and 7, all the gal picking at the sciences, now geology, engineering, biological sciences, they're not been the pay.
Okay.
For encourage them, for let them get the zeal for go land book. Yeah, we'll see school feeding projects, even there. So the free quality education with President Biokan with, it be welcoming. We all support her.
Okay.
Although there was no policy prior the introduction of the free quality education, we see the challenges. I will see what he promised in manifesto. Most of her not achieve.
Okay.
We not want to go into that because not to that we consider for.
Right.
But
like
again, the free healthcare we introduced.
Like waiting. Now the where has to do with
free
the
quality
education. Where
Yes.
President
Most of the things for government first they say all waiting come brother and they spend, then they take that but then they from there.
Okay.
One, they know they pay fees. Two, then they supply books, uniform, then they supply even suits to picking them. I don't see who side they supply uniform.
No, they're not. Listen.
That now one
let's
more.
get it
Then
straight.
boku say them boku.
I go like I will know sometimes then thing allowed them pull up.
Of course.
Yeah, that was not the agreement, right?
Okay.
Waiting the free quality education come out.
So the 2018 manifesto very clear. But I think say this now me on time. I will want for la conclude.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, maybe you go respond later. The free quality education based on the 20. Let me make reference now to the 2018 manifesto of the SLPP. They even go to the extent say then they build schools at least now each chiefdom.
Okay.
Now the country. They even reduce down to certain political words. inside the chiefdoms, on top can get 2 or 3 wards then they.
Okay.
Then go build school then they. They even say then go build body home for certain, schools then at the country. Some of the things then they will not be able to achieve.
Maybe
not the free quality education.
maybe it's moving.
Thank you. This is just what I want to say. Mr. Minkailu, with all due respect, Mr. Koroma, we say we provide core textbooks then. You see them.
And exercise books.
Yes, you see exercise books and the old people then. Yes, we got the logo panel. We got the ministry.
I agree. Some people they do 13 subjects then get 1 or 2 exercise books. How down they go able to benefit?
Minkailu, which I want to understand.
Yes.
We are not there. I made this very clear. Quality is a process.
Okay, let us move on.
Yes, quality. I just want to clear it.
Okay, clear this.
Quality is a process, my brother. Yeah, we are not there as a country.
Okay.
But we are making efforts.
Okay.
We are intentional.
Okay.
Yeah. Picking another the facts here in this country, nobody know they pay school fees.
Okay.
Yeah, now all government schools them.
All right.
Then they get core textbooks them to
at least some progress day.
Okay.
Progress day.
So
it takes me and you for going to constituencies.
For do we impact.
Now make mention corruption still there. This doesn't have to do with government or president. The policy has been there.
Yes.
It takes responsibility
We
from
serve
me
the
and
people.
you.
Mike,
We serve
you
them.
eat it to me on time.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Now,
now me get the time.
Okay, I agree. But I think saying I maybe get this.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead. We just bring it out the issues.
To a very large extent, I get tremendous respect for you.
Thank you.
Because of the fact is until the day you really they say the truth. It is not politics. We are not playing politics.
We can't.
Not to everybody when a politician as Sierra Leone, they admit to certain facts then. I know the challenges. And some of them problems are not to government the creator. If government say free quality education, we don't see schools like Convent, like FSSG, like even at the annual. We don't see one picking make video and talk say because you not be able to get certain money, even though you get fine aggregate, they not allow them for continuing at the school, when at school of choice.
And anti-corruption take over that issue.
We don't see that day. We don't see inside then they take 4 million, 3 million, 5 million for let the administrative key where they transit from JSS to SSS.
Exactly.
So the fees have we come rather for pay. Enough for reach that amount so then they take for even just admit them picking it.
Okay.
So the challenge is in there.
All right.
I know I agree with my brother. Governments not go able to do everything at a go. But waiting at the point of emphasis, this now manifesto promises in the 2018 manifesto of the SLPP. And I think in this way government...
But you said agree say a lot of things inside the manifesto of the APC they not achieve all.
Yeah, but then that is why we come back and tell the people that what you achieve and what you not achieve.
Maybe that's the go reach. Go ahead.
Yeah. Don't forget about free quality education. Okay. Yeah. Of course, we have been introduced a free healthcare for pregnant women, lactating mothers, and children under 5.
Correct.
And we take civil society there like free health, like Health for All Coalition, which as Mambu get. We take Saul the civil society accountability now, and some other one, maybe the monitor, table Kailan, all time.
Yeah.
We do that day, So this government in priority now, what's in our flagship? Now feed salon, agriculture, food sufficiency.
Right.
So now we get for access them on that day.
Of course.
Because now the flagship program now. Yeah. Although the budgetary allocation is still very small.
That's another issue also.
Yeah, it's another
Even the
issue.
education side, the budget where they make
what
they do.
Base budget for every ministry small.
Okay.
Yeah, but this one, waiting the free quality education, will come, will be meet allocation to education to an abysmal 2 to 5%, will be increased until up to 17% budgetary allocation. We present
17%?
Yeah, up to 17% before an escromade left. You can check that out. We gave an Anninova note to the SLPP. Okay. When President Bill came, it take until to 21% or so. That was very appreciable.
Okay.
But this one we get for do agriculture. President Bill, I think he don't move on from 2 or 3% to 7%. But that is still very small. Because we say food self-sufficiency, it means for able to feed yourself in the country. So a point that also we even encourage Liberia and Guinea for even come to win and can buy food. So me they encourage this government and the president for look into that in the next fiscal year, something for increase that budget on agriculture.
Okay.
Because it's very important for all look at that way the midterm census when we border they say World Bank no work out. There is a letter to the effect.
All right.
Addressed to Dennis Vandy. I think say me border for Also check the archives and get a letter and see inside the World Bank.
Yeah. Time no, they follow read them.
You read them?
Yeah, you can read them. And they withdraw. Yeah.
Read them.
And the state reasons the way to make them withdraw from Dundee.
Go ahead,
APC
boss.
lost election.
Okay.
For conclude on that.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
APC agree say we lost the election, so I know I'm going to Dundee.
No.
Now that make Dundee make get the
Tripartite.
agreement for national unity and the tripartite.
Yeah.
We have laws in this country. Yes, I agree say we get law them. That way you say somebody for go court if you feel dissatisfied. APC not been go court because to a very large extent APC not trust the judiciary again.
Okay.
Because of many things that will happen.
The same judiciary with them.
Yeah. I agree with my brother and I state
Minkailu?
yeah, the judiciary of Sierra Leone get problem. You don't understand?
I
cannot blame it only on one government. The judiciary for be an independent
So we need
body.
to totally reform, you know.
Now, but we don't reform ourselves. Now we no more this
So
country,
the
guys, you know, doing what we call post-war reconstruction. After the war, one arm will focus on the judiciary. Because one of the reasons we're responsible for the decade civil incursion, the IRF then say the judiciary, not the dispense justice.
Right,
so now one side we defeat put money for reform.
But again, one of the problems that we agree, Minkailu, now, like we get recommendations about the implementation. Because if you go back to the TRC, a lot of things and the way we not implement so now they go back to.
Then on the tripartite committee, electoral reviews and reforms, I think I emphasized that point there. So we all day on the same page regarding that.
Okay.
Then on the toll gates, when are the question we asked, we are not be answered it.
Yes, sir.
I agree with her. To a very large extent, the financial burden on we people it's too much.
Okay.
The economic sufferings, the alarming increment on basic commodities. Now, if we can increase this toll gates, waiting they happen automatically, everything they there.
Of course.
The plazas they go up, the cassava they go up. The petete, the plantain. Almost every other day they buy plantain. Because me picking a wooden they go school, now plantain they leg for let them for them money.
Right.
Base that plantain will be they buy 40,000 for 4.
So they're 80 now?
Yeah, now you don't pass on the 70, 80 now, so then go tell you. So government actually get for look into that. I see Kemosi said in Cam when I be Minister of Works, he tell me about the contractual agreements. He said they're not being put anything say then go increase. We see the current minister Kai debunk saying that misinformation. Well, we don't know what they tell you.
Why not bring the document? Because instead of one person who don't call on this program from first month.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is Kemo was Minister of Works.
And they signed it.
And tell we say the agreement not make provision for any increment, even if the dollar go up.
You show the document?
But state and yourself listen to.
Yeah, but I mean, we need not to for again.
But you listen to investors. Well, that is why government now continuity. This government nowadays for able to get access to that.
Yeah. Exactly, document.
If it cannot say something we not correct, therefore publish for public consumption.
Then can also for bring and down for public consumption.
When make statements for back them up with documentary evidence. I agree.
It's a back and forth, and now it goes back to the people.
I agree.
But one main thing where MYK say what I think important is the communication.
Sure.
Because one of the things that we'll find out from all that reporting now, we will not even see even you go parliament and the price they can go up. Now for say almost them we don't collect so far.
Sure.
We up to now nobody know, and I wonder how then going to do a business we don't know if the money not even get the money safe. Well, we need for now as a country. But anyway, yes, Berewa.
So, I don't know for time.
Just go ahead.
I just want to read the last part.
No.
Read them all?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a long one. Give me time, let me read.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Go
This will be a lot of them sent to Honorable Dennis Vandi, Minister of Finance, Sierra Leone, Honorable Francis Kaikai, Minister of Economic Planning, and it was dated on the 7th of December. 2021.
Exactly.
It say, the World Bank embarked financial support to help prepare and implement a midterm population census in Sierra Leone under the Harmonize and Improving Statistics in West Africa, the ISWA project, ID grant number D584 Sierra Leone. Because these data are critical to inform economic development policy planning and programs, and the 2015 population census exercise resulted in data insufficiency, quality to do so. Since September 2020, our tax team has been providing technical support to help prepare Statistics Sierra Leone to implement a midterm population census that will result in good quality data. Much progress was made by Statistics Sierra Leone in recent months, and preparatory efforts further intensified recently. To that end, a roadmap laying out the final remaining steps, actions, and technical verifications required was prepared and multilaterally agreed between Statistics Sierra Leone, UNFPA, and World Bank Task Team during the first week of November 2021. To date, while work on most actions points points is underway with some completed. Several critical actions points required further technical work to be satisfactorily addressed, including evaluation of the pilot sensors, the field operation plan for the enumeration, and ensuring enumerators are adequately trained. All these outstanding actions are necessary and must be addressed prior to commence the data collection and minimizing the risk and adequate and poor data quality. There is insufficient time between now and December 10 to satisfactorily address all pending actions. Therefore, while our technical team remains available to provide continued preparatory support, regretfully, we are unable to provide further technical assistance or disburse any other further funds. The last paragraph says, under IDA grant number D584 to support the midterm population census following an announced inception of data collection on December 10, 2021, the undisbursed balance of funds embarked to support the midterm population census could be reallocated to other activities supported under the HISWAP project following consultations with the task team.
Thank you.
After that, now we see, then he over, I don't know how many motocar there, I think over 15 brand new Land Cruisers to how you call them, to statistics Sierra Leone.
All right.
So what's the other try for just support what my brother they say? It's not like they pulled out.
Okay.
You understand?
They
it's like those are
money
technical issues say, we'll not get enough time for
insufficient time.
Insufficient time
Yes.
and all that. So
Then we allocate the funds.
So then back out.
And what I want to be
That
brother
is
understand
that is the bottom line.
one of the
Let
things
us
that
be
President
very
Bill
clear.
try for establish in this country is this.
Yeah.
Where I feel says success, any government where they come back for follow that. President Bill always they try for law will not depend on foreign aid in this country. That is why he does not babysit them. That is why he does not bullshit things them way they affect people them directly. Right? If you look at these elections, it was funded fully by Sierra Leone. If World Bank said they're not able to give him money for census, we're not for able to conduct your own census.
We should.
Minkailu, we're not for able. Is that something we have to say? Oh, World Bank said they're not going to give him money because no.
And we
you
did.
even see what World Bank put inside the report say the 2015 census what we do was insufficient.
All right. Okay, we get 10 more minutes quickly with your planting. Family, if you're just tuning this now, hot seat on AYV Radio 11.7 FM, AYV TV channel 33, and online on www.ayvnews.com on Facebook. Just type AYV there and you go see. We get two senior people right here, two senior citizens, me go say. We get Brother Berewa right there, Myk, and also Minkailu. We discuss about so many issues, human interest issues, and I believe say there are issues that touch every angle. Finally, before we try to wrap up, Myk, I don't see beaucoup posts. I don't remember some of the posts. Most times when the president they travel, they post down there. And one of the issues of things that I don't see on social media, people say president they travel too much and for pull the country in bad and whatever. But I mean the economy blows, more appointments. Why the president travel too much and which benefit then they bring to Salon?
Miss Napoli talk, our opposition talk no more.
Okay.
People need to understand, say, one of the fundamental responsibilities and tasks of a president are for travel.
Okay. Even we get embassies and whatever. And all
yes, not for travel.
Okay.
If you go to Rwanda, there was a time when Rwanda, then President Paul Kagame then said traveled so many times, it was there.
All right.
The president of Ghana recently then said they traveled so many times.
Okay.
Yeah? So one of the things that people understand, say, well, president they travel, it's different.
Okay.
There are bureaucracies. If, let me say, then get a summit wherein world leaders and they go.
Yeah.
The question we also want for before I analyze that part, the throw to people. Let somebody tell me who say presidents don't go when company presidents another day. Who say it don't go when I in one the president's day.
Okay.
When in company other president another day. But me not they even look at the damage of this country we don't get in repetition over the years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And they look at we problems and we get now. We need partnership for solving. We need collaboration for solving. We need people that way get. I know they say smart minds and all there, but people that way get the resources for cancer.
Okay.
We're talking about blackout. So me and you, Sidonaya, we don't know if light could go. You don't get to tell the try for talk. If we want to solve that, we have to go where the energy power is.
Okay.
And when president travel, for let president see other president, it's easy. The body language between them is easy.
Okay.
For let it persuade the other company president, it's easy.
All right.
If you send a foreign minister for go for see other president, there is going to be bureaucracies.
Okay.
And not for able to see them that way, they like I go see other president. People they say embassy. For let ambassador go meet other presidents in other country. Those bureaucracies are there.
Okay.
So one of the role where people then they talk to the president, they travel for per diem. It's funny.
Okay.
A president, when are the ceremonial head of this country, when are they in charge of all the money in this country, and not get anyhow for spend money. Now where they travel for per diem make a go travel. Traveling is not fun. Base me and you know that. I bet you they see a president Bio in Yai say traveling, he doesn't like it.
Okay.
But someone has to do it. This is the man I work with very closely, base. This is the man where they sit down, they get a meeting, say then 2 o'clock na net na lodge. All has to do about this country.
Okay.
All right? So when people in the talk say, oh, president, they do the economy this, the economy done that, where presidents go China recently, because I don't want to go to past developments and we don't bring cap. For let a BOT can at this country, for let get an airport, brand new airport in this country. It's built operate transfer and model, BOT model. It has to take, you have to convince people for letting come. Now, relationship with Turkey make them come now, for can invest there. If you know people that they say this country not safe, they come and invest there, they whooping some of 250 million.
You're talking about that airport, the winner you take about, you said a lot of people they go through Guinea now because of the cost.
Yeah, the reason being, before I come to my point, is we all airport force will not be done meet the benchmarks they meet for standard international. The risk was too
Are there different planes now compared to the one of the
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Let me come there. Base, what to make things are there now? What to make we port? What to make airport things are there? First, the way plane they come, I will give you a classic example.
Yeah.
The very first time I take Turkish Airlines, I came. We pass. If you look at the map between Salone and Ouagadougou, they pass Salone, you go Ouagadougou first. Okay. So then go Ouagadougou, then go left passengers. Then they will not be reach 9 Sierra Leoneans and stuff where they come back to Salone and fly back then come. I asked the air hostess, say,
because of the passengers there.
Yeah, I asked the air hostess, say, why you guys fly? Why would I not drop we come on? I go jet fuel back inside Ouagadougou. You know what they tell me? I said the risk, the insurance high. First time we airport not even get fire force. We airport not get green energy. Okay. We airport not get boku facilities them where plane go come and look more secured. So any flights where they come now, it's very risky. You don't get what I mean. Now I don't get airport, you don't meet all the ITA standards then they.
So it don't go up?
It don't go up.
Okay.
It has to take time for letting clean way.
All right.
You understand? Okay. So but with time, even we report where come on, the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, then pull the 2022 report. Yes, so they see a lot of people then they go Guinea because social media waiting bad 90 trend.
So now a place for making bad and good.
So even the report will come out. We get more people than where they travel and more people than where they come past the one them way there is gains. Even though a little, there is gain. Right. So what do me want, let me brother understand, when President Bio go China recently, where he come, now we have 28 investors in this country. I think you don't see them, Chinese investors. Where follow come true. You understand what I'm saying? So where he go, we'll see what the Chinese government do. Where we go, we'll see the engagement and we make, where say follow can get steel factory now. Yeah. So don't fault him because he travels. That's part of his work. Right? Every government will get president way forward thinking. You have to travel. You have to go where the policies are taking place. You have to go where the decisions are taken. You can't sit here, you understand, and allow things then for let people then go talk for you. It can't happen now or through the phone. Where you go, like you so base right now, if you then you host. If I really want something, I work, I go fend you. I go fend Minkailu na host. I sit down with her, I talk to him. Minkailu says, but not to me PA I send. Not to me deputy I send. Me say go to Minkailu, I go to Minkailu. Now the problem this will get in this country. I know say you get so resources for help. Do you want to help me? That relationship they different. So let people judge President Bio at the end of in time. We still have 4 years to go in this country. There is a lot we can deliver. There is a lot that can be done. But this will only be done based if we all come together.
Thank you. Maybe last one for just before I come to Minkailu. Who pays the plane fares then?
Well, Ministry of Finance. Not one thing we know. Not to all Side president they go.
Some not calling the color.
Some not calling the color.
Yeah.
And then they call and they send jet for and go do this for and go pay everything.
All right.
Some, of course, now the government go foot them.
Okay.
But what I go tell you, the people that we go able to give you exact data on that, how much we spend yearly, the Ministry of Finance.
All right.
Me not in the position for
Thank you.
data.
Minkailu, you take quickly on we president in travel one.
Yes, base. For travel, not bad.
Okay.
We get trips them when our statutory trips them. We president is for day. Yeah?
Okay.
We get then sub-regional, regional, and international non-governmental organizations.
Yeah.
The AGM, the summit, then head of states then for day.
Okay.
Then they not bad for let the president travel. Yeah. But you get some other trips the way the president they go will not necessarily mean say if or did it.
Like which one so?
Now we get we don't expand with foreign missions. We get ambassadors there, we get high commissioners there, we get foreign minister, we get different ministries then.
Okay.
If you now for go negotiate for NIG, why the NIG minister no go negotiate?
Okay.
If you now on trade, why the trade minister no go?
Okay.
If you now on agriculture, why the agricultural minister not for go?
Right.
If you now on the environment, we get Ministry of the Environment, we get EPA, we get other agencies that were responsible for that day.
Yeah.
So president they spend beaucoup money per international trip.
Okay.
To a very large extent, Ahmed Fantamadi Bangura is the Minister of Finance. Very recently expressed in Parliament, where they do present the budget as to how government is spent. Even suggest say government for cut down on some of the expenditure. Let there be an equilibrium because we know they generate more money. We not get things the way they make quick for generate more money compared to what they spend.
All right.
When we assess waiting President Bill spent in the first term from 2018 to 2023, he spent more than waiting Ernest by Koroma spent from 2018 to 2012, then from 2012
Spend
to
on
2018.
what?
Okay.
On international travel.
Who say you get that statistics?
No, you can check them out. On
No,
international travel.
but then I just think what
you
people
can
that
check them out.
throw
No,
out
wait,
there.
no,
It's not authentic.
If you think say it's not authentic, check them
It's
out.
not.
Now let me come to those other facts. Yeah.
Right.
Now, President Bill in 2022 alone, President Bill is spent a whooping sum of 82 billion euros on overseas trip.
Okay.
You understand? 2022 alone.
So
That's a year before. Listen.
No, Sosa. Let me authoritative, Mr. Koroma. Sosa, if you
multiple of sources.
No.
Allow me
Okay.
conclude.
Okay.
You can ask me all the questions the way you want. I'll
Okay.
give multiple of sources.
Okay.
And you can even check them from Musa Isidoyanda.
Okay.
You don't understand?
Okay.
Now we get credible newspaper then at this country. We registered by the laws of this country. They make publication. You go to Calabash newspaper now one. You can check them online. You go to the Telegraph now another one. They all publish them facts. I go to African Express now another one. Then publisher. So yeah.
It's African Express.
No, it is a credible authority for me because most of the things the way that they say I don't fact check her. Okay, don't forget about African Express. What about the Calabash newspaper? What about the Telegraph? Check them from Musa Isidoyanda. You know, we just can't see the give figures.
No, Mr. Koroma.
Now let me conclude.
They are not authoritative.
No, let me conclude.
When you say an authoritative source,
for me, authoritative because
yes, for you, authoritative.
That are being guided by the IMC Act to get IMC Act now this country. And if you publish something,
newspapers are published thing. We're not correct.
Myk, you know, director of communications at State House.
Yes.
If any newspaper publish something about government, we're not correct. That's the responsibility of government for taking to task.
You don't know if we are doing that.
No, well, so this one for me, as far as I'm concerned, as long as nobody not take to tax, they not pull them from the website, it's still the I consider them for being credible. That is why they are registered. Now let me go on, yeah. I told you about 2022 no more alone. You understand? Now when you come to 2020, government expenditure on foreign travels no more. Now 27.48 billion leones.
Okay.
9 government spend. 2019.
All leones?
Leones. 2020. 2019. Now all leones.
Yeah.
2019 it was 40.43 billions. 9 government spend. So that money are always government is spend on internal. Like I say, that'll be very clear. It's not bad for let president travel. I agree with him to a very large extent. So negotiations and the president need for day.
One-to-one.
You understand? If you want let them take you serious and let you get the result we really want. President now will elect. If they appoint ministers in various places for help and for doing in job. But in some circumstances, now president says for they agree.
Okay.
But if president also gets way for reduce on them travels here, for save some of them money then they and direct them for agriculture. Now health, we all see the health sector. for electricity. It not go bad. If government able save some of them money, then they direct and other areas and they.
So I just ask you a question, Mr. Koroma.
Yes.
Say make the arguments very educative for people them.
Sure.
Show one side president go. Where if now you not be president, I posse for saying.
Okay.
Because I just tell you say.
Yeah.
President not go no side with side.
Not mentioned recently also was still maybe you go prove that.
Yeah.
Say go on a cooking stuff in France.
Of course.
Okay.
Right,
Then yesterday.
Yeah.
Ago. Base, you know how much they raise yonder? You know how many world leaders then did it?
Okay, Mike.
Right? No, wait.
You don't ask me question. Allow me to answer. You ask me question,
and
right?
President.
Wait.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
No, go on.
And President was not just there as a spectator.
Okay.
He gave a keynote address.
All right.
So the AXA, not the president, they say, "Mr. Fuango Toku."
Okay.
The AXA say, "Will you
which
come?"
will go benefit from that day, or which will don't they benefit from that cooking? The which will come to say.
Yeah, you know, say when you look at climate change, you look at disasters in this country. One of the last disaster we take place now, the mudslide. And if you take a look at mudslide, you take one of the factors and we're responsible for that, deforestation.
But these are still happening as we speak.
Yes. Okay. So how do we fix it? They are still happening. I agree.
So
perfectly.
that the meeting be there about?
So that meetings there, when I say clean energy, cooking energy, you also get to look at why clean energy, cooking energy, right? We look at say majority of the people in this country they use coal,
fire, smoke.
Yeah. People will look at and say, someone will understand, but me and you before the conversation, what will be the talk to we'll talk about how people in the cut trees them.
In fact, I cannot cut you. One of the things that I think people don't know, Salon people now, this plastic they use for make fire with, then they sell how they need the kill with slowly. And if you go to different places, people and they get the plastic boku. Now nobody light firewood now.
Exactly.
So yeah. And place people sell cookie, then they all get an infection.
And people don't understand when they say life expectancy in this country low. People just feel say, well, no hardship, not a salon hardship.
You're right.
The life expectancy, even with air pollution, you don't get me. So this is a serious engagement where you get all the world, over 60 world leaders were there. So for like a president go team up at a stage, for make a talk, he advocate for that. And they're able to raise $2 billion, because the target now be $4 billion.
Okay.
They're able to raise $2 billion just that day. My brother, after that we come, you know how much go come salon?
Okay.
You know how much go come for clean energy? You know how much I go help women and children?
Yeah,
you know how I go help with deforestation? You know how I go help for climate change?
Okay.
Well, the scene now, all rain come now, this Freetown now. How filthy Freetown look. You don't get to tell me.
Okay.
It transformed Freetown. They don't try it. We're not able to see much progress in them.
Right.
So we need collective effort. And all they talk about collective effort, DJ Base, it does not have to be local. It has to be international.
Right.
So let us not fault President Berewa because he's traveling. He's working.
Okay.
You understand what I mean? He's working.
Okay,
DJ
we have
Base.
5 minutes quickly. We have 5 minutes.
They allow Mike for eating to be time too much.
No, well,
I can
again,
begin
I'm
from-
sorry.
I'm
sorry.
I don't think I'm getting
No, now
time.
you get the time, but we allocate slot to me. I
Again,
don't
it
think-
depends the kind of issue where
Yeah.
something that might go answer to.
Okay.
Now,
I
you
understand.
Okay.
understand.
You have the floor
So
now.
you get the
I
time
understand.
now.
Yeah, you get the time.
I agree with you on the conclusion that transform Freetown, they don't try to say, but the truth is, we know they see progress.
True.
Because even then this year,
One rain come.
we rain can no more, we see the kind dirty,
Trust
we cannot eat. Then
right.
plastic, then they rubber them.
Everything.
We see all sides, the place really filthy. But it has also to do with the attitude of Sierra Leoneans. Some people and they store dirty in the
It
road.
goes
They
back
know
to the
the
law
color.
with the
I agree
top.
with you.
We'll start with.
I agree
As
with
they
you,
see
Minkailu.
small rain, they
Let
go
the
to where and a gutter.
Let the law
So
bend.
the whole place, they overflow.
Let the law bend,
So
Minkailu.
enforcement of the law.
Yeah.
I
We can
agree.
bylaws them.
Of course.
You know?
Enforcement of the law. So
Exactly.
now coming back to our topic, like I say, it's not bad for let president travel.
Okay.
But sometimes then they let president delegate in government to get delegated
delegates a lot.
responsibility. Yeah.
Right.
But if the president, when president they travel no more, the entourage way they get, in trip them compared to how minister they travel. Sometimes the president then go allocate more money to him compared to what they go allocate to minister.
You're right.
I agree on negotiations
different
and for
status.
day, but let it reduce some of the trip them.
Okay.
So that we go save that money for address Boko other things.
All right. Okay. Maybe finally, last topic we'll do the next 5 minutes for those Kush. How far government don't go with this because certain time we see things them on paper, we see conferences there, but practically for implement them, I mean it's a problem. A lot of people they look say cutting the source from the people who they bring this Kush, not to fly they fly, not to work they work, and the people they bring them. Myk, from the point of government, how far government don't go?
I totally agree with you. We haven't done much on it as a country, and I feel we need to still do more on it. But it takes all of us. Like you say, cutting the source from where that are just one measure and the way it will alleviate time, but it's not going to eradicate time. If you alleviate time so much, I think one of the greatest way for alleviate Kush in this country in a demand reduction. I say this from an informed background. I'm a healthcare personnel. Okay. I work in detox centers in America, so I know what that means.
Why not go ahead that side will take so easy?
Also, when under president wants me first.
Another for go now.
Yeah, under president wants me first.
Right.
So, demand reduction very key because why? What I mean by the demand reduction, it's like not like simple economics. The demand and supply make clear the demand for and fall. When the demand fall, the businessman know they going for. You don't get why it's simple. You remember we diaper.
They don't look for alternative.
Then they always happen. So now that they come. Alternative always happen. Yeah. So the fight against drugs, like drug intake don't rise. If you look at the UN drugs report 2023, it don't rise about 27%. That the whole world, all people that they make drug with the advance of what? Synthetic drug. So even them people that when they bring and come, me and you know now say Kush na synthetic drug. The substances they wouldn't take make and 9 people then they come out now. The formaldehyde.
And they are legal substances.
They are legal substances.
Yes.
If you sell and not bring formaldehyde again, how the man will preserve in our body. Correct. If you sell and not bring fentanyl, if patients and then a hospital they need to operate them, how that will happen? Correct. So if we even put policies in place, say, okay, only one where they bring them in and they come now, when they come mix and do them now, let them get license. So man will go open pharmacy. It take license. You go through all the legal procedures. You take license. You counter, but wait counter. You know the really seller, but you go sell them in case of that. So I think one of the things, the most effective measure we for put in place. 9 government don't do so. President Beer outline all in 5 principles. Them we talk about. Say now this will for do. And one of the key thing we touch me about now education. Okay. Yeah, because we see where Pampas water come. When we all came on it, used to say the talk water and they criticize them, and talk water and criticize them. The demand for Pampas water is less. Cool. Yeah, and then change. Now to come to tramadol. We fight for tramadol. We talk about educate people the dangers about and the demand for them is less.
But Kush also.
So Kush. No Kush.
It can lead to death now in so food so young people.
Yeah.
You know?
I believe so. And if you look at them, I take a report from the NDLA. National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency. Yeah. And one of the things that made me see what was very pathetic was now it even affects schools them. Like the one that were hospitalized in the hospital where they like a mental home, right? 40% of the one that were hospitalized are children or youths who are coming from homes where you get mama and daddy because then they go school, some they university, some they even working class. 14% of people that will get job. Then to away admit in the hospital. Okay. So you look at them say government set the constraint. So the only effective measure we'll need for take here is what? Education, information, and communication, IEC. Okay. Because if we say we look at them, we address them holistically with law enforcement, we're cheap and effective. If we address them holistically, we don't have detox centers here. We only have 3 centers now. This Kisi Psychiatric Hospital, not a detox center. Now units are open for take care of them conditions. What's in they take care of now schizophrenic patients, them psychotic patients. Them. Even though drugs, they lead to psychotic patients, but if they rehabilitate somebody from drugs.
What about the upline? Forget about upline.
You know, they say.
So
you see, so it's a huge challenge. So if government say they look at them holistically, we have to build the centers. Best, number about the way they see so right now, where a lot of them, if you talk to them, they want for left arm. But you know why make them not able left arm? Because they don't become very addicted to them. They're not able left arm. Them body not able to allow them like a steroid.
Thank you. I'll come one more question to you quickly on this Kush issue. What do you take and what do you advise to young people? We're all young people.
Yeah, well, I like the steps the government don't take so far. Okay. We all long grant interviews them for support government for law fight against Kush. It's a collective fight. And that we don't waiting they amaze me now way somebody they see you know, how Kush they treat somebody, they use to go take and they continue for take and like how Myk say some of them don't become very addicted. If they tell you say when you not take and body, they scratch, if they feel one kind of way, if they go all out for get But I only hope they go come to the realization, say therefore left for take and. I also agree, say we for cut off the supply. Yes, we not go stop the importation of certain things in this country because we need them for other areas. But no more the one then CID for be very formidable ONS for able to track any side where they manufacture, people who they supply, who side they transact them, they need for cut off all length in a day. When you cut them off, I think say we go minimize and at the end of the day we will able to succeed in the fight.
Maybe finally one last question we'll also go together with President BOA been kind of pie been say job for young people, thousands of jobs. To you, take into consideration if they move to different places, young people, how much you think they don't engage and when you watch them, I mean, convocation or graduations, them, a lot of young people and some of them, you know, say, not get job, outside and get for work, what do you think about that?
Yeah, but we look at measure, we don't make gains in that too. Area. Minkailu will agree with me. We don't employ more teachers. We don't employ more police. We don't employ more.
But last time, we get Bamia from the ministry say about 80,000 teachers, 30,000 paid, the 40 unpaid on the wage.
Well, the thing is, we don't employ more. We don't add. You know, neither make the wage bill go up. We don't add to more police. We don't employ more soldiers there. We don't employ more teachers. Employment, we are not there.
Are these young people or maybe?
These are young people.
Because I always talk about young people, 40-something, or they say about in a young man. So
well, you're right.
The place is bad and past 40. Just because system don't put them behind, there's about a wall on a young man.
You're right. You're right. The challenges are still there, based like I say. You get more nurses than when they come out with graduates, they don't get pin codes. Government's not going to employ all in our system where they come out. We need private enterprises, them. We need private institutions, non-governmental organizations, business owners, them. For let them employ them people in there. But if you talk about employment, it's not like from Okamu stall. It's not like employment they reduce. If you even check the data, that's a little bit, about 2% increment. That's not much. We need to do more. And that's why President Bio focused on in 5 big changes. One of it's youth employment, we focus on, right? We create jobs. And then jobs our president want to create. It creates them anyway. Agriculture, now one tech and innovation, now one way you will create jobs. You will create jobs when people then will be entrepreneurs for themselves. Some man go there na TikTok no more a day. They get to tell me, and they create jobs, and they monetize them, and they create job for themselves. So now all them things their presidents they look at, where they look say the problems of this country, all boil down to 5 big changes. So if we get all them 5 big changes, then feed salon, youth employment, tech and innovation, public service architecture, infrastructure. If we get all this, it help this country move before. So that is why we need everybody, including we borders them already on the other side. Every Sierra Leonean for come on board and support President Bio. Judge him at the end of his tenure.
Minkailu, over to you. 1 minute quickly on that issue.
Yes, 1 minute too small, but I go try. I agree with in conclusion. Yeah, government. Yeah, government alone, maybe 3. Government alone, not the able employer. The world over. Government not to the biggest employer. But government need for create an enabling environment for the private sector for thrive. My brother say, I even talk about the Chinese that we don't come when I invest also. I only hope then we able establish and steady in the country so that we go create employment for we people. President be say they create around 5,000 jobs for young people. Then I manifesto. And the challenges are still, but we see the turnout of graduates every year in various universities. What we don't succeed for do as a country, we don't make education accessible. When APC been come, we see the Unimark, although not private institution, but we see the honest by Koroma University. You go to Maburka, you go to Port Loko, McKinney campuses and day. This president don't upgrade Eastern Polytechnic to Eastern University. Most of the people will be they come out from Kailaon, Kenema, different places, Shabrema, for come from Bekole, some they cannot even get side for Lord. But now then they access education outside and day. So if we don't create the enabling environment for let people and get education, we for equally now begin to think about ways for create the enabling environment for the private sector for thrive. We'll talk about agriculture. First they will be they come up, we'll get to be they call IDA. Where you go Kenema, where you don't take the highway for go Shabrema, you see IDA compound. Also will be the agriculturism, they reside in their family, then quarters, and they, I think, as a country, we go back to that.
Yeah.
All the district headquarters turn there, we forget anything and they.
Okay.
We forget farms them, we forget factories. So that when you graduate from college, if Najala study agriculture, you go really for going to the provinces and work.
Okay.
If you study Frabe College, now the pure and applied sciences, biology, you go once for good.
Okay.
As long as the enabling environment is created.
All right.
So
Thank
we need
you
for look, we need for
very
look
much,
into that
Minkailu. At least you don't exhaust the 3 minutes.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
again,
it's okay.
I'll just use 1 minute for each of you now because this is very important. I will use this opportunity because we're inside this problem about this blackout and the way forward. And one of the things that will be where when people may misunderstand, but you know, a communication person where the chief minister be mentioned about religious houses and the thief light. And of course, we don't suicide newspaper then come out and say billions they will then owe. What do you think about that to the people and maybe how we able to get sustainable because overstand say Dr. Singer just come and make her well, then go get money or sign or whatever, the way forward for get light and come up on this issue.
Minkailu mentioned something, say, where I want to agree with. We say we as a government and we as a people.
Yeah.
I mean, government need for do more in monitoring. Government need for do more in checks and balances. Me no know about mosques and churches them, but what I mean about I don't say government institutions in the way not they pay light bill.
Okay.
Because I talk with them past Minister of Energy, we outline some government institutions and where they use light, where they owe much than they pay. Then you come to citizens then. Base where I come na this country, the first place we saw rent before I move na me own place.
Yeah.
The host I did it for over 4 or 5 months. I know they pay light bill.
You know they ask?
And where are they come? So I asked because in one day I said, but where to? For say how they are the lights bill, not they pay lights bill. I said, but me man, I said the person will be there at this OC. I said now finger the lights.
Okay.
I have to call EDSA, somebody come, as I mean a government official. This is very shameful user. So you imagine how many houses then they will not pay.
Correct.
Even institutions that want hotels them best. If we have to move as a country, we have to take some responsibility. Governments not they make money per light. Governments even they give subsidies. Because how then they buy them, not to so then they sell her. And what they sell her, they get for changing money, dollar they fluctuates. Yeah. They get for changing money to dollar for buyback. But if government they do business and they go, then they lost, they will come back, oh, the government don't give blackout, lights not in, I will send the grumble. So which responsibility for they? Okay. And this takes every one of us. I also they blame the institutions that were responsible for that because there should be them for opening game. There should be mechanisms them also them for put in place for intensify the monitoring. Exactly. Yeah, right. Because if in America, people know the way they beat system. So, but you always get for put on your A game for catch up with the system.
Thank you very much, Minkailu, quickly.
Yeah, electricity, I'd always maintain saying a perennial problem. Okay. It is not only commencing with this government. You know, we need for try for address them permanently. You know, I read now the news well on social media. As I read, say the Minister of Foreign Affairs, they make a trip to Russia, and they hear about a nuclear power plant. You forget that in this country, although it will take time for build landing, also just
we
one.
Think about the danger also, the environment and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know, forget the capacity for housing, yeah. But if you other countries in the housing, why we not? Why not us? Yeah. Them people and then a mortal man they as long as they go by the established laws.
Correct.
They maintain, you know, the sanity where they for maintain. Where they say not go close to this, not go. You get the well-trained people and for manager. If then the user, why would not for user? Wow. As long as they will solve electricity permanently. All right. Where we come 2007, I've been a student at Frabe College. Interestingly. Now, candle will be used for study to a very large extent. Blackout been there. Yeah. Where Myk Berewa come, he say in 100 days they bring electricity. They bring and come. One may yes, you will ask the question how sustainable it is. All right. And we don't now any justifiable question we person go ask. Okay. But bring electricity. Maboroka, Kono, Charlotte, Port Loko, about 32 years they not been get light. Now I refer Mike to the handing over note we President Bio received from Myk Berewa. All anything and they did it. Yeah. We increase the megawatts, yeah, right, from a certain abysmal level to a level where it be appreciable. I know it'd be very expensive to a very large extent, but we'll be enjoy
So
electricity.
now the way forward now, all that don't pass.
Yeah, no, I just want to say we can make a better alternative so the people of this country.
Right, okay. That's going to be decided by people. All right.
Yeah.
Family
Now the steps the government don't take so far.
Uh-huh.
I see some area they don't get light, although we don't transformer get problem.
Right.
But where I can stroll on it, I can drive start inside the where I see light of the E-lane and the sea light.
Okay.
I only pray that then go fix your own transformer, low self begin. Because this commodity is based on a more serious note.
Yeah.
People and they wanna ice them depend pa.
Yeah.
Now rubber drink then they sell na cold water
I agree with
all
you.
day for put food na the table.
Yeah.
So then a fish then they sell and need for ice.
Yeah.
So now a commodity we will for take seriously.
Exactly.
I like the steps we would only take as a country, as a government. Let them continue for make the necessary strides so that we go get electricity.
All right.
Permanently.
Okay. Thank you very much, Brother Minkailu. I appreciate and appreciate Brother Myk and also get a frank discussion. Fumble out there to you, pick some sense out of the nonsense. With that, have a good time. This program they come to you every Wednesday, Hot Seats. Me and Mama Jalo, the DJ Bass, and till then, God bless you, goodbye, and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.